Welcome to our Plugs Community Connection. I am your host, DJ Kitty Cat, with my sister co-host, Miss Morningstar on WKRA 92.7 FM The Change. If you're looking for the best in news, current events, community outreach programs, and shopping connections, you've come to the right place. We've got a great mix of content and community connections lined up for you this evening, along with special guest interviews. So, grab your favorite drink of choice, turn up the volume, and let's get into it.
Good morning, WKRA 92.7 The Change. It is your morning host and co-host, DJ Kitty, here with my girl, my sister, Mrs. Morningstar. We are from Our Plugs, the Community Connection, and we are here to bring you news that you can use. You know, news that you can smile about, news that you can say, oh, really? Yes. So today is a great day. I have not been this enthusiastic since November 4th of last year. That was before the shenanigans popped off, the 4th. Okay. So it is morning. Good morning, Memphis, Tennessee. Good morning, Holly Springs, Mississippi. Good evening, TikTok. Good evening, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all that jazz. Good evening. Thank you all for being here. We truly appreciate you. Let's see. Before we get started on the show, here's your daily reminder to drink 16 ounces of water, also to take your morning medication, and to get out there today and enjoy life. Go for a walk, go walk the dog, go walk yourself, go have a picnic in the park. Get out there and just breathe, because guess what? We're going to be just fine. We are going to be okay. And the election showed us just how okay we gonna be, baby. Showed up and showed out. I cannot wait to talk about Mississippi. Boy, yeah, man, y'all made me proud.
Cool. Congratulations,
Congratulations.
Mississippi.
Yes. I am super proud.
That's our family there.
Yes, it is. So before we can get started, every show we start with morning positive affirmations, and we get those affirmations from my girl, Miss Morningstar. What do you have for us today, Mrs. Morningstar?
Good morning, guys. Good morning. I'm a little tired today, but I'm gonna get through. I'm pushing through. Good morning, and again, shout out to the Mississippi. Y'all must have been listening to us, huh? I believe it. I believe we had something to do with that, and I'm
I
very
want to believe
proud.
that.
I
Yeah,
want to believe
Gary,
that,
I
but I'm
want to
really
believe
proud of
that.
y'all. So shout
So
out
proud.
to Mississippi for real. Shout out to New York, Virginia, New
New
Jersey,
Jersey, Detroit,
Pennsylvania, the
Pennsylvania,
D,
just Atlanta, or was it?
the
No, it wasn't
A,
Atlanta. It was
Georgia. It was
Georgia.
Georgia. I'm just saying the state, Georgia.
Woo!
Showed
That
up and
is, look,
showed out.
if this is any indication of what's coming midterms 2026,
It's going
baby.
down. I'm gonna play little Jot. Meet me at the fog. It's going
Okay, it's going
down. Yeah.
down. All I'm gonna say is keep your blue
Keep the momentum.
boots
Keep the momentum.
on their rednecks.
I like that. I like that, Kitty. That's bars.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
I
DJ
heard it
Kitty.
from somebody else. I can't take credit for that,
You can't
but
claim
I can't. But keep your blue boots on those rednecks.
I like it though.
I
I
do too.
really do. I'm a user. I don't know who came up with it, but
I
it's
don't know
ours.
who
We
came up
gonna
with it,
use
but
it.
hey, we gonna
We
use
gonna
it.
use it, y'all. We gonna use it.
Thank
All
you.
right,
Thank
so
you for coming up with that.
let's talk about some affirmations this morning. Let's today is our value day. We talk about the value identity. So we're gonna talk about self-worth, and self-acceptance and confidence and self-esteem, all that good stuff that we need to have. We need to have all of those things. It should be part of our daily lives, right? I mean, you should be able to feel so positive about your own self that you walk out and you just think you own. I mean, you just think you are the conqueror of the world, and
Ain't
you
nobody tell you
can't
nothing.
nobody tell you you gorgeous. You already know. Can't nobody tell you nothing. That's called having good self esteem and great confidence. So we're gonna talk
Right.
about it. We're gonna talk about it. So here are just a few things I came across. Jot them down. Take some notes, sticky notes. Remember three of them in your head, and walk with your head up and your shoulders hiked, your back straight,
Hmm.
and you put a little switch in your walk, ladies.
Little pep in your step, baby, just a little bit.
Just own that room, own the room. Self esteem affirmations. I can do anything I set my mind to, and you can. I deserve to be treated with respect, and it's a must. My needs are important. They are.
They are.
I am unique and valuable. I am a unique and valuable individual. I deserve all the love and respect I receive. I am proud of my achievements and growth. I am worthy of my own kindness and compassion. I believe in my inherited worth. I am confident in expressing my true self. I embrace challenges as opportunities to shine. I radiate positivity and attract positive energy. I am deserving of success and recognition. I trust my intuition to guide me. I stand tall in the face of adversity. I am a source of inspiration for others. I am capable of overcoming any obstacles. I am at ease in social interaction. I am deserving of abundance in all of my life's choices. I am deserving of happiness and fulfillment. I am I deserve to treat myself with love and care. I am proud of my journey and progress. I'm confident in my skills and talents. I am worthy of setting and achieving ambitious goals. I embrace self discovery and personal growth.
Yes.
That's some self esteem for you right there, y'all.
Received. I
Yes.
am.
I am everything.
I
I
am.
am
Yes, all of that.
on purpose. On purpose.
Yep.
Say it today. Repeat it daily. On purpose. Okay.
Today, tomorrow, and always. Keep
Every
that in
day.
mind. You know, that is a perfect, those are perfect affirmations after such a wonderful week, because for so long, so many have told us the opposite. But
Mm-hmm.
it's up to us to reinforce within ourselves that I am. So
Yeah.
thank you, Miss Morningstar.
Absolutely, y'all.
Truly appreciate it. Now we're about to get into some weather. Oh, the weather's so lovely. Oh my goodness. You know, it's a great time of year. I love the fall. I really do. I love it when it's cooling off right before it gets really cold. So Holly Springs today you have a high of 75, a low of 55. Feels like temperature 73 during the day, 48 at night with an 8% chance of rain. Winds out of the southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Grass, tree, and ragweed pollen are all low. Air quality is good. It's going to be a sunny, clear day. Enjoy it. Memphis, Tennessee, high today of 75, a low of 60. Feels like temperature 73 during the day, 51 in the evening and at night. 8% chance of rain. Winds are out of the southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Excuse me. Humidity is high during the day, very high evening and at night. Mosquito risk is high. This goes the same for Holly Springs. I think I left that out. So it's about the same. Grass, tree, and ragweed pollen are all low. Air quality is good. Sunny, clear day, mainly clear. Maybe a few clouds in the evening, but for the most part, it's going to be a sunny, clear day. All right, Houston. High today of 83, a low of 67. Feels like temperature 83 degrees. During the day, 65. Evening and at night, perfect weather. 9% chance of rain. Winds out of the southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Humidity is very high during the day and at night, all day. Mosquito risk is moderate. Grass and ragweed pollen are both moderate. Tree pollen is high, so it's going to affect our allergies. We've had a couple good days of the pollen being low, but it's back up. Air quality is good. This morning is going to be foggy, and then it'll break up and pretty much a cloudy day. We may have some sun, but mainly cloudy today. And that is your weather for
You sound
today.
like some sleeping weather.
Yes, it does. It sounds like some I wish I were off work weather.
Yeah, that part. Now I'm thinking like, Dag, I did tell this one of my colleagues says, "You gonna be in tomorrow?" I was like, "Yeah, I plan on being in." I should have said no. You
Should have
know,
said what?
they want to set up a meeting. I'm like, I should have said no. I ain't gonna be
I don't say whether or not I'm gonna be in anywhere.
in. You never know. I mean, I typically I think that was an odd question, but the reason they asked was because they wanted to set up a meeting, so they
Oh
wanted to
my
make sure
goodness.
I was gonna be available. You got a
And
little
speak
allergy,
of pollen, yes. So my allergies
some
all of a
dusty
sudden started.
pollen, and got in your nose.
Yes, sneezing. Okay, so I don't really tell people the days I'm gonna be in. I tell them the day that I'm available because I don't need you
Uh,
just popping up on my calendar. I'll let you know I'm
yeah,
available.
that's smart. I don't typically get that question.
Yeah, yeah.
What's that?
It's priorities, because otherwise it's too hard to get things done because people always have questions and it seems like they'll take up 30-minute blocks of your day to help them with that, their question, and then you got to catch up on your work. So I'll
That's
let you
those impromptu team calls that I gladly ignore sometimes.
I didn't see my phone ring. I was
I
away from
didn't
my
hear
desk.
it.
I
Just
didn't hear it.
send me a message. I'll
Send
get
me
back
an
to you.
email. Send me an email. Yeah, and I'll get back to you. That was a song. Hey, how you doing? Sorry,
Right.
get through. anywho,
It's a song for
anywho,
everything.
it is. So let's get into some news that we can use.
All right,
First
here we
and
go.
foremost, let's say congratulations to our family in Mississippi. When I tell y'all did it, y'all did it. Y'all did it. I am so very proud. I'm proud to say, oh yes, the radio station that we broadcast out of is in Mississippi because our folks in Mississippi got up, got dressed, showed up, and showed out.
Sure
Congratulations.
did.
I
Sure
mean,
did.
let's just get
Made
into it.
history too.
I mean, made history. I just there's so much. It's so many, and I'm so proud. I'm so proud. But I wanted to especially give a shout out. Oh man, I can't find it. I think I wrote her name down. Miss what is her name? I know we have a couple senators. Um, I know I'm gonna find it in here when I'm not looking. It got lost in the shuffle. Let's
That's
see.
how it always happens.
Of course.
When you need it, it's not there. And then you,
When you yes, but that's just the name of the game.
oh
But I
yeah.
will say this. Okay, so since I can't find her name right now, the redistricting elections, because they redistrict. And even though y'all redistrict, our folks came out and said, okay, y'all want to read this district, that's fine. In District 1 in DeSoto and Tate County, um, Michael McLeodon, he kept his seat. District 2 was taken by a Democrat, Teresa Isom. That's who I was looking for.
Okay.
Yes, Teresa Isom. Congratulations. They didn't see it coming. They just knew that their bigotry and hatred would keep people away. Reginald Jackson, he kept his seat. Let's see, DeSoto County stayed with Kevin Blackwell. He's a Republican. Let's see. I wanted to get, oh, yeah, Senate District 45, Forest and Lamar County. Okay, Johnny Dupree. Congratulations, young man. Congratulations. Oh, it feels so good to say that. District 22, Chickasaw, Clay, and Monroe County. Justin Crosby. Congratulations, young man. Congratulations. Yes, yes. I'm so glad to see that people are paying attention now. And
Yeah.
sometimes I know we always say, people don't pay attention until it affects them. Well, sometimes you got to find out that the fire is hot. And maybe this is a wake up call that people needed to say, you know what? Let me get up and vote, because I see when I leave it up to other people to handle business for me, they're not going to handle it the way that I need them to handle it. So, congratulations to all of our winners. We've got winners in Virginia, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania did a
Georgia,
big one.
the
Georgia,
Detroit. Shout out to the
Detroit,
D.
yes,
I got a
first
I got a story
woman.
about that too.
Yes, I'm so proud. I've been so happy all day just to talk
Yeah.
about it and say, okay, people are finally saying, okay, this is my civic duty.
And what I'm loving too is I'm loving to see the women.
Yes.
I'm
Oh,
loving to see the women because it's about
it is
time
about
that
time.
people start to recognize, okay, we done tried it with these old heads, these old school men who are tired, a lot of them tired, worn out, can't make a can't make a good decision if their life depended on it.
Grifters.
Grifters, fraudsters, all that jazz. We sick of that. So let's get some women in here with some common sense. Sometimes you got to put a woman on the job to get the job
Not
done right.
sometimes.
Okay, got to get
Not
a
sometimes.
woman on the job to get the job done.
Hmm.
So shout out to the women, all the women that came through and won their
Yes.
elections, came through
Yes.
strong, definitely.
T. Wiz said, for all the people who saying voting doesn't matter, please shut up. I agree
Please,
with this. Please,
immediately, hush, shh, shh.
just be
Don't say
quiet.
nothing. Just sit back
Yeah.
and listen and learn. Sit back, listen and learn. Okay.
Melba says there are two new governors who were roommates before now, and now they're winners.
Wow, that's
Yes.
awesome.
I'm happy because this didn't just happen because a few people. This happened because people got up and said,
People did
this,
it.
yes, I gotta go
Made
and
their
vote. But
voices heard.
I'm proud. I'm just
Yeah,
proud.
I
Yes,
agree.
it's
I am
about
too.
time. It is about time.
Um, so Fat Nixon mad. Um, but the Republicans, they mad too. So they was trying to, they was trying their best to act like they weren't really by. Oh, whatever. It was
Oh
already a blue area anyway.
nope.
They had all they look. And now I read an article: Republicans file lawsuit to block new congressional map approved by
That's what
California
he tried to
voters.
do.
So
If
y'all
y'all
woke
don't
up.
get off the
Y'all woke
gas,
up early, pissed, filed a lawsuit.
they didn't go to sleep. They
Let
ain't
me
been
tell you
asleep.
this: how you gonna file a lawsuit because Gavin Newsom did exactly
The
what
same
Hot
thing.
Wheels
Hot
did?
Wheels did the exact same thing.
Y'all
And you
started
want to file
this.
y'all don't start none, won't be none. Y'all
Y'all,
started
but
this.
the difference between Gavin and Hot Wheels is Gavin let his constituents
Vote
make
on
the
it.
choice. He
There you
let
go.
them decide. While the old cutthroat, I almost said it, cutthroat, Hot
Well,
Wheels
some cement.
went and just did it and didn't care who. They even held a
Yep.
lady. The Democrats had a leave and because they was protesting not to vote on. They when they got back, they held the one congresswoman in the
In,
chambers.
in the chambers.
Just
Hmm.
crazy. You
And
didn't
now
know
y'all
that's
want to sue.
now y'all trying to sue.
Who
Yeah,
told y'all to do that?
California
Trumpy?
Republicans filed a federal lawsuit Wednesday.
Who told y'all to file that lawsuit? If y'all are taking legal advice from Frumpy, y'all all need to be voted out. Vote them out because they don't have the common sense to know that you're wasting taxpayer dollars.
They
You
let
can't.
the people vote. They let the
Yes,
people.
the people
The
have
people
spoken.
made the decision. It wasn't Gavin Newsom. It was the people of California. And they won by numbers that were astronomical. 2 million
Uh,
something votes. They won by
yes,
2 million. 2 million.
folks ain't trying to hear that.
Who gonna
The,
overturn that?
I need Gavin. I know you listening. Okay, I need you guys to get your all-star team together and get rid of all of those people that are on your Supreme Court in your state and replace them with common sense people. Because if you're going to use taxpayer dollars to sue when the people have voted, they don't need to be. They don't need to have a seat.
Listen to
They
this
don't need a
part.
seat at the table.
Listen to
Go
this
ahead.
part.
I'm listening.
So it says the map is. This is Mike Colombo. His last name Colombo, y'all. I ain't lying. The map is designated to favor one race of California voters over others. I can hear him talk like that. Yeah, the nerve.
The nerve.
Those whose plaintiff includes state Republican lawmakers and 18 other voters. They said that it violates the 14th Amendment. And the 5th, wait a minute. And what is the 14th Amendment? Guarantee equal protection under the law and the rights under the 15th Amendment. Are you kidding me, Colombo?
Colombo, go get you a binky and go sit down somewhere.
Go get you one of them magnifying glasses. Go find you something to do. Go get you a magnifying glass and find you something to do. With your name being Colombo, I'm sure you can go discover some hair fibers somewhere and solve a crime or see why these white men keep messing with these little kids. Do something. Do something worthy. Go find something to do.
Shots fired.
I'm just saying.
Said his name isn't Colombo. His name is Slow.
It's too close to Columbus for me. He might be
one of them. One of them. Yeah. You got to kind of look at him sideways because you have a lot of nerve trying to sue anybody when y'all did the same thing.
14th and 15th Amendment, the nerve.
As if that even matters. As if the lawsuit is frivolous on its face. So, have a day. That's what I'm saying. Have a day. Congratulations to all of us now. I need us. Don't sleep. We are just now getting started. Everybody sees the momentum.
Keep it
see
going.
What we need to do. We need to get our young adults engaged and involved because we have the midterms coming up in 2026, and we need everybody to show up. Now, I'm gonna say this, and it might ruffle some feathers. I don't care. White folks, y'all still got a problem because too many of y'all still voted for Republicans. What's wrong with y'all?
Yeah, I saw them numbers.
I ain't
had enough. You ain't enough whooping.
No, they ain't had enough. They ain't had.
You know how your parents used to ask you ain't had enough.
You ain't had enough.
Okay.
Go pick another.
I got some more for you.
Go pick me another switch. Just keep standing back and standing by like he directs you to do.
It's coming.
I mean, it's ridiculous. It's too many of y'all still. But anywho, I'm not even going to focus on y'all because some people you just can't fix stupid. I'm going to speak with those who
and we are having joy over here.
Yes. See the progress that we are making. See how we are moving forward, how we are putting in office people who want to fight for the people, not fight for their pockets. You hire a crook, you get crime. And that's all to it. Bottom line, bars. Let's go ahead and take a quick commercial break, sis, and we can come on back. I know you got something uplifting and something funny to share with us.
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
Today. I think the best thing right now is just that we won.
We won. We are flying high.
We won.
Yes. And Frumpy is so mad. I know.
And he mad. I take pleasure in him being mad. I love it.
I know there was ketchup all over the White House. Just ketchup.
And them they ain't gonna depends, baby. Ooh, they went through a couple of boxes last night.
I said earlier he was pissed off and pissed on. He really was. You are listening to Our Plugs, the Community Connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. We will be right back after this quick commercial break.
Why advertise with Our Plugs, LLC? What do you get? Radio promotion. Perfect for online businesses. YouTube promotion. Customers can view your commercial. TikTok promo. Gain followers and showcase product. Follow us on all platforms, YouTube and TikTok, Our Plugs, LLC, www.ourplugs.com.
It's
And I'd like you to do one more thing for me. Hold up 2 fingers. This is you, and this is me, and the space that exists between us should be filled with value.
Equal, a global human initiative, and its value identity model are the outcomes of that day. The outcome that Prince, the revolution, and George Floyd produced.
This fall, step into style that has bold and beautiful as the season itself. From cozy layers, statement pieces, Morningstar Boutique has everything to meet your needs. Affordable fashion meets everyday elegance. This season, it's your time to shine.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kenneth Morgan Aguilera, a U.S. Army veteran and the executive director of a nonprofit healthcare organization, running for Congress in Texas' 12th Congressional District as your next congressman and a voice for the people, bringing resolution for today's economical crisis. Please don't forget that early voting starts Monday, October 20th, 2025 through Friday, October 31st, 2025. And I would love to have your support and vote as we take our country out of the hands of the corrupt.
Welcome to a world that sparkles. Tumblers for every personality. For the men, smoking trays and cutting boards. For the women, flower jewelry and honeybee coasters. Tic-tac-toe and dominoes. Sneakers, sneakers, sneakers. Sparkle Luxe keychains and trinket trays. Head over to ourplugs.com and receive a special coupon code for $7 off $35.
Welcome to Compassion Counseling and Training Services, LLC, where healing takes flight. I am Nicole Wiley, licensed independent clinical social worker, and we empower children, individuals, families, and couples through individualized therapy via telehealth. Using evidence-based approaches like CBT and mindfulness, we help clients build resilience and rediscover their wings. If you're ready to begin your journey, visit CompassionCounselingAndTrainingServices.com.
And we are back. You are listening to Our Plugs, the community connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. So we were talking about how proud we are of the election. Miss Morningstar.
Yeah, I could talk about, we still on the election. So I think we're just on the election high because that was pretty much my news today is the election. So Zoran
Mandani, yes.
the immigrant that now is running New York.
New York.
So yes, his transition, he announced that his transition into the new position is all female transition.
All female.
Baby, he said, listen, I ain't no dummy. My mama ain't raised no fool. I'm bringing these women on board to help me through this thing, get my agenda out. I love it. I love it because he trusts in the process. And I think New York is going to be just fine. I think New York is going to be great, actually. I think he's going to make a difference. I really do.
Did you hear his acceptance speech?
I did. And I love the fire in him. I love the fire in him. He was like, I know you watching, Frumpy, so let me give you a little something to watch.
And he said, I know you're watching.
He said, I know you're watching, Frumpy. I know you're watching.
And he was.
Let me tell you this. Oh, he was watching because right after that, he tweeted something.
Yes, crying. Crying. He is crying.
I loved it. I said, he ain't never scared. That's number one. You see, he ain't scared. Scared man can't win, y'all. And that is how the Democrats are going to have to move in a more progressive way. This is my opinion. Moving forward, we need more progressive people to get on board, to be like, hit them with the clap back hard. Don't be scared to dig a little deep and cut a little deep.
It's
We got
2025.
to.
Look, you
This
better
what time
speak
it
up.
is.
Stand your ground, baby. Don't let people hurt
Yes.
you.
Faith over fear. Absolutely, powerful Black woman, baby. Fearless.
Hmm.
Let's be fearless in this, because at the end of the day, these people cutthroat.
They
So
are.
we got to continue to dig into the wound, because I'm
Okay.
telling y'all, they hurting right now. They
Oh, they
hurting.
crying, and I love it. I love it. I am
Shout out
so
to all the ladies, though. I'm so proud of all the ladies won. Got the New
yes.
Jersey, got Mikey in New Jersey. She
Jersey,
whooped,
yes.
and Trump
And she
tried.
should have
And
tried it.
Trump tried to say he endorsed, but see, everything he touches turns to eek. Y'all know what it do. So
Everything he touches,
yeah,
including his face.
yeah,
Everything
that
he touches.
too. Yeah,
Yes. Everything he touches turns.
yeah.
I mean, it's an unsuccessful.
And Mary Sheffield, she is the new. She made history as Detroit's first ever Black female mayor.
Um,
37 years old,
female period.
gorgeous.
Female
37
period.
year old. Mm-hmm. Oh,
Not
female
just
period.
black. Female
Okay.
period.
All right,
Yes, ma'am.
so
Yes,
they
ma'am.
said she made history, and she not only won, she won
Yeah.
overwhelming 77%
I
compared
mean,
to 21% of her constituent, the person her opponent. Okay,
what do you call that? You call that dog walking, right?
this girl, what's that? Wham the bam the circle. It's a song. Like, I wish I could play it, because she over the head blowout,
Over the head. Yes. It was a
baby.
slam dunk. I'm so proud of Detroit. I'm proud of
Her
every.
granddad was a civil rights leader. And
Oh,
he's a reverend. Yeah. He taught his granddaughter well. I'm pretty
very well.
sure
I'm happy.
he stayed in her ear teaching her stuff, pouring into her. That's what we gotta do, y'all. We gotta pour into these kids. Cause this is what they growing up to be. Leaders.
Absolutely. And and they're young, 37. We need to go ahead and get rid of sunset some folks. Go be with your grands and go take vacations. Go sit out somewhere and let these young folks come on in and do what they need to do, so they have some longevity, and we're not just sitting in office collecting a check. Like, Jim Jordan has never passed a single, he's never even introduced a bill.
All he do is be loud and obnoxious.
How do you stay in Senate and you've never introduced a single bill?
And getting paid. You getting paid for absolutely doing nothing.
Nothing. Coming in lying. You lie for a living. That's what you do. You lie and you
Mm-hmm.
cover for PDFs.
Yep.
You started when you was at that college, and that ain't allegedly. That ain't allegedly. I mean,
Take me through there. Okay. I see somebody know the song on that. Look at P. I
yes.
know you know it, P. You know that's my jam. If I had my other device, we'd be listening to it.
Really. But it's true though.
It is,
I
P.
mean, we've
That's
had a
1,000% true.
wonderful. It's. I think that if we had, I guess we had to go through this. They say things happen for a reason, so we had to go through this. I think America had to see just how racist and unfair it really and truly is, and that was the loss that we suffered with Kamala last year. But this year, it was like, okay, look, y'all better wake up.
I got
But
hope. I got hope.
too, I have
I
hope.
got hope for next year. I got hope that yeah.
We're gonna do what we need
We
to do
about to light the gasoline, baby, to them draws.
now. Not gasoline draw. So what's the word on the SNAP benefits? Because y'all know Frumpy mad. He is mad. He
He
is
don't want to feed nobody.
hotter
Ain't nobody gonna.
than
He
streets.
said ain't nobody eating.
Ain't nobody eating. Everybody go to bed. Dinner is over. Ain't nobody eating.
This dude that flipped the table over. Nobody eating.
Nobody eats. Go home. No, party's over.
I wish I could have been a fly on the wall in that
Me
meeting
too.
he had with his right. Just he probably was cussing him out. You got called them all kind of.
You know, all of them got cussed out. You know they got cussed out.
They got cussed out.
You know they did. And then wait, Mike, did you see Mike Johnson's speech? He gonna talk about, well, next year, you know, we've got, if they take over, he sounds like he wants to cry. If they take over next year, they're gonna impeach him immediately. That's gonna be the first thing
it's gonna happen immediately. Why would it happen immediately, Mike?
Because he needs to get up. He should have never been.
I thought he didn't break no laws.
And he sounds like he's like, because Mike, who is going up against Mike? We need to talk right now. We need to start fundraising for you right now. We need to get Mike up on out of there. And Marjorie,
Mike.
MTG is trying her best. She's making the rounds, trying her best.
Let her talk. Hey, Bernard, we'll let you talk. You still big back. You still big back Marge.
Big back Bernard.
Big back Marge. Large Marge.
I need to get in touch with you. We need to bring you on the show because I know you are running next year.
Oh yeah, Bernard.
You on the show.
Get you up here.
Yes. But yes. MTG, she done went to The View. She done been, she hasn't been on Fox. I think Fox is kind of mad.
I like her being like a little mole right now. So yeah, you know, they was entertaining her on The View. They, you know, because they did give her a warning though. They was like, I mean, you don't come with no, because it's more than us than it's you. They told her that.
I would listen to Big Back, but don't talk too much. Watch your words.
Keep it cute.
Keep it cute, because I never forgive you.
Big Back Marge.
Big Back.
Cute.
No, because 6 B's, baby, you would never come for our
you know our girl Jasmine trolled her a little bit. She was like, my girl Marge.
My girl. We are so petty, and
we petty.
We petty. Okay.
If you thought she was serious, then you don't understand us yet. You don't understand us yet.
I'm loving it. I'm loving the energy. It's the energy that we need so people can see, you know what? This has happened. What has happened? Because we've heard so many people talking about the Dems. This is the energy y'all need. If y'all are listening, do not let up. You show them who you are. No more suppressing and trying to be. No. Tell them what it is. And if they don't like it, oh well. Tell them what it is. This is how we're going to run this. We're not going to give our money, our hard-earned money, to folks like Elonia. He didn't have his hands in this election. I know that's Frumpy mad. Ooh, Frumpy's mad. Because can't nobody tell me he didn't have. He said he helped him win. I mean, that's what he said.
Well, they told us, look. They can't hold water. They can't hold
They can't. I agree with you, Powerful Black Woman. Powerful Black Woman said they're getting ready to get rid of Frumpy and Republicans gonna side with Dems. The ones that want to keep their little job. But Jim Jordan, get him up out of here.
No, it's late. It's kind of late for a lot of them colonizers. They about to catch these charges. I'm gonna look forward to that. It's gonna be a good year next year. 2026. Come on through.
Oh, it's gonna be good. Now I need Cat Williams. If you out there listening, Cat, look.
Come on the show, Cat.
We love you. We love you and everything, but don't do no predictions for 2026. We just want to talk. Come on the show. We just want to talk. But please, we're going to talk about what happened in 2025. Please let 2026.
Because Cat be right.
Man.
Cat be right.
Unless, of course, you've got some real positive news that you want to share with us. And you can share that with us any day. But, you know, I don't want no more year of revelations, because this year has veered. 2025 has acted up.
Kicked our butt.
You want to go ahead and bring the fellas up?
Yeah, let's bring the fellas on up. Let's bring the fellas.
I will say I don't know what's going on with SNAP. I mean, y'all, hold on. Go to your food pantries. We will have a Powerful Black Woman on tomorrow to talk about the food pantries. But I don't know what's going on with SNAP, because Frumpy Black Hands is upset. He's upset. Hey, Reggie. Hey,
DJ Kitty, Miss Morningstar, Brother Daryl.
Hey. DC, you're on mute. Are you guys as pleased as I am? Prop 50 in Cali, baby.
Very excited. Very excited.
I know
Yeah.
y'all celebrating over
I
there.
know Daryl is celebrating.
I
Oh
know.
yeah, yeah, definitely.
See?
Mary did her thing. Mary did her
She
thing.
Yes.
did. Yes, she
That was
did.
a surprise for me. I was like, what?
It was
I
a
didn't.
lot of people that were running. A lot. A lot of people of
Yeah.
color that were running, and I love it. I love it. It's like, you know what? We're smart enough to do this because they don't know what they're doing. Obviously.
Hmm.
We had to
Obviously.
do it.
Yeah. Who else is
Absolutely.
gonna do it? You know, we built this country. We have the knowledge and the know-how to operate it correctly. Because you see, when you put it in the hands of the foul, do y'all know that he has had 3 government shutdowns?
And the
3,
And
longest in
and the
history.
the
longest in
And the
longest.
history.
longest in history.
Exactly.
What, like I said, people of color said, you know what? We can't do it. They only got 6th grade educations, and they paid somebody to take their test, and they floated through. They don't have the common sense. We got to get in here and run the government like it should be ran, and I'm proud. So,
Absolutely.
welcome, fellas. You guys want to say your good mornings to the audience? Go ahead.
Hello, WKRA listening audience. What is it? Friday Eve? Is that what you call it, Miss
Oh
Morningstar?
yeah, you know me. You know me. Yes.
Happy Friday Eve. It's great to be with you guys again.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And DC, go ahead.
Yeah. Good morning, teams. It's always great to be here and to be on such a celebratory note from the elections last night. The battle's not over. That was just one small
No,
victory. We got more work to do.
So much more. So much more. That's just the tip of
we
the
do.
that
We
was
got
just the
a lot to
beginning.
do.
That's to show us that, okay, this can happen when we all stick together and get up and do our civic duty. And look at the outcome. I'm so proud. Did any of the Republicans that he backed get anything? No, I don't think so.
Mm-mm.
No.
I don't think so. I mean, I didn't hear anything. So
I'm a gloat. I'm going to have to gloat for just a little while because it's so deserving. Okay, so today is part 2 of value versus values. And I am going to hand it over as this is your realm and you guys got it. Go ahead, DC, Reggie.
Well, I'm just going to kind of cheerlead and from the sidelines this broadcast. And if I need to coach a little bit of that. But I'm going to kind of, put it back into you guys' hands and maybe do a little bit of a review to kind of see what we remember from our previous segment last Thursday. And just to make sure that we're on track and that everybody's understanding, the difference between value and values. Um, so I guess, so again, I'd just like to put it to the panel and to those who are out there in social media land, on YouTube, TikTok. Does anyone remember from our last part 1 when we discussed where does the value exist? Does anybody remember what we addressed in that part of this segment? Where
You
does value exist?
you'll probably have to give folks a refresher because
A
we have
refresher?
people coming in all the time.
Sure, absolutely. Well, essentially, value exists in the design, and if you kind of remember the old remote example, all of the power, all of the ability exists here, and what this is the design. So when you understand basically that the power exists in the design, and when you know how to use the design, then you can benefit from it essentially. Where does the power, where does the value in a vehicle exist? The power and the value of a vehicle exist in its design, because it is because of its design that the design enables it to move. The design enables it to create and to accomplish motion. And isn't no matter how expensive, and I think Daryl, you pointed to that last in our part one segment, no matter how expensive or inexpensive the vehicle is, the entire point of the vehicle is to get us from point A to B.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I agree with that.
So it is essentially because of everything that you are already. Nothing that you have to accomplish, nothing that you have to become, nothing you have to acquire, nothing that you have to achieve, because your design is already complete. And that is where your value exists. And so today, I think that it's kind of important because we talked a lot about that in part one. We heavily kind of focused on value. And but then I also think that we need to kind of look at the other component of the topic, which is values. And so the way that I kind of see it is the seed and the fruit. So it is the seed that basically produces. I mean, when you plant like a grape seed, doesn't it normally produce more than just one grape? It kind of produces a bunch of grapes, like a cluster of grapes, right? So, and I think that if we look at all of the things, maybe you guys could give me a list of some of the things that you desire to experience in your life. Can you give me a list of maybe 3 to 5 things that if you just had to, grab, just off the top of your head, what are the 3 things that you'd like to experience in your day to day?
For me, it would be peace.
Okay.
I would like peace in my day to day.
Okay.
At time to myself and being able to do whatever it is that I want to do for that day instead of having
Okay.
obligated to have to do something, doing whatever I want to do for that day.
Okay. So you said peace, you said to being to yourself for kind of self-determination, the ability to choose, right? How you spend your time. And then what was the third one?
Peace, how I spend my time, and just being able to oh heck, I forgot. Let's just stick with peace
Okay. Okay. And so of the 3 things that you mentioned, are those things that you value for your life, for your lived experience?
I do.
Okay.
But my peace is very valuable. I can't operate in chaos, and I don't think anybody should have to operate in chaos.
Absolutely.
No, but I would choose not to.
Absolutely. Miss Morningstar, are there 3 to 5 things on your list of, say, just whatever they are that you enjoy, things that you'd like to experience in your day to day as you go throughout your day?
I'm kind of with DJ Kitty. Like I like having peace of mind. I kind of like routine.
Okay.
Structure.
So stability.
Yeah, something that's kind of structured. I don't
Okay.
I'm okay with change, but and I'm adaptable to change, but I prefer stuff to be, more routine. I think I also enjoy just learning new things daily, just picking up on new things that, happen and stuff like that.
Okay. Brother Daryl, what would be on your list of things that you would like to experience in your day to day?
Yeah, I mean, I would agree with the ladies, and the number one is peace. I don't
Mm-hmm.
like chaos. But also I get a sense of self-fulfillment when I'm able to either impart knowledge to someone else or um, help someone throughout the day and
Okay.
see the joy from that person receiving, some help,
Okay.
and then vice versa. I'm always open to learning something new. So if somebody can
Okay.
bring something to me that leaves me with some level of new knowledge, yeah, definitely. I love that.
Okay. And so, for all the things that you guys mentioned that you'd like to experience in your day to day, when you experience those things, how do they make you feel?
Perfect.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. If I
They
can
make you feel
experience
good,
it,
right?
yes. Hmm.
Even Brother Darrell, when you're doing something for someone else, you receive something,
Right.
right? You also receive something. So, this is the point that I'm getting to is that value produces things, experiences in our lives, value experiences. Wouldn't you say that peace is valuable? Wouldn't you say that knowledge is valuable? Wouldn't you say having the ability to self-determine how you spend your time is valuable? Wouldn't you say that having the opportunities, Miss Morningstar, to learn and to acquire new information, whether that be through reading books or studying, that is also valuable to you and Brother Darrell? You agreed with the ladies that so these are the fruits of value. And so it is when we can basically experience our own value that then we can produce an experience um, and be the recipient of the fruit of that value that is rooted in our own life. So, for example, if you're happy, then it's probably going to show up in how you treat others,
Absolutely.
Right.
right?
Absolutely. Can we take a quick commercial break?
Sure, absolutely.
Let's do that. You are listening to Our Plugs, the Community Connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. We will be right back after this quick commercial break.
Hey guys, yes, this is my nonprofit, Carter's Caring Hands. And what my nonprofit does, we give fresh food boxes to those families in need that's struggling to keep food on their tables. We also go out into the unhoused community, give out care bags here in the Kalamazoo, Michigan area. So if you'd like to donate to the cause, please go to www.carterscaringhands.com and donate whatever you can so we together can uplift those families that's struggling to keep food on their tables. Highly appreciated. God bless.
Hi, everyone. My name is Ashley Middleton, life and executive leadership coach and owner of Radiate Coaching and Development, where we provide transformational, strength-based coaching and mentorship. My goal specifically is to support you in identifying your mission, your vision, and your values that help you take your power back as you are building your career. Whether it's within or outside of the corporate world, my goal is to really empower you in making decisions that work well for you. So if you want to reach out to me, by all means, you can email me at radiate@midspiration.com or check out my website at radiatecoaching.com.
At Lovership Apparel, we believe fashion is more than clothing. It's a statement of self-love, confidence, and authenticity. From our signature beautiful hoodies to our versatile everyday wear, every piece is designed to inspire you to embrace who you truly are. Whether you're at home or on the go, making moves in the world, Lovership Apparel lets you show up boldly and comfortably. Shop the collection today at www.lovershipapparel.com or find us on ourplugs.com. Lovership Apparel, where love meets style.
Opame Simplistic Beauty is hair care and skincare in a bottle. Take a quick survey and let us design your own formula. Go to ourplugs.com, look for Opame Simplistic Beauty, and we can get your formula out to you as soon as possible. We hope to hear from you soon. Have a great day.
And we are back. You are listening to Our Plugs, the Community Connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. So we are back with Reggie and DC from Value Identity Corner. Today we're talking about value versus values. This is part two. And yeah, Reggie, go ahead and take it away.
Yeah, so essentially all that I'm saying is that, all of the things that we desire to experience in our day-to-day lives, they have to come from somewhere. Okay. And so those are the if those are the experiences that we desire to have, then we have to have an origin point that produces those experiences. And so having value as your core foundation is what produces values or things that are valuable to your life, because the seed is what produces the fruit. The origin is what produces the outcome. And so some of the things that I desire that are on my list is some of the things that you guys mentioned, but I'll go further with my list. Peace, self-determination, being celebrated, safety, um, joy. These are some of the things that, are part of my list. But we always have to ask, okay, do those things happen on their own, or are they the product of something else? And if they are the product of something else, then where do those things emanate from? Where do they come from? And usually in nature, the seed will only produce the mirror image of itself. So if we desire to experience, like you said, DJ Kitty, peace, if we desire to experience respect, if we desire to experience joy, if we desire to experience safety, if we desire to experience being celebrated, these are all value. These are all value outcomes. These are all fruits of value. These are all things that pour value into our lives. And so it is inherent then, it is imperative then that if we are going to arrive at those destinations, we have to start at an origin that can get us there. And so value identity is essentially the ability to recognize our value. Once we recognize it, then to assign that value to ourselves. And then in order to sustain it, to be able to calculate why it is that we're valuable. So that once the seminar is over, once the radio broadcast is over, once we've completed our one-on-one, and I've talked you maybe through a pain point or through a crisis situation, and you're engaging with the world who may be telling you from the social narrative of who you are, from the society story of who you are, that you're not that you're not this, but that you're this, that you don't have this beauty, that you don't have this power, that this is who you are, and you need to acquire other things in order for this to work. Then you can go back to that calculation and say, no, according to nature, I am essential, needed, and necessary, which is the business model of supply and demand. So if something is essential, needed, and necessary, then there is a demand for it. And once we establish that there is a demand for something, then we ask, okay, how many of those things that we need do we have in supply? And so if you are essential because nature has decided that you are, and the proof is that you exist in the same way that your heart exists in your body because nature decided that it was necessary. You exist because nature decided that you're necessary. And then we ask, okay, so if there is a need for you, then how many of you exist? And when there is a demand for something, and there is only one of those things in all of existence, then the value of that thing or the value of that person is extremely high. And so being able to see ourselves through that lens, being able to prove to ourselves why we are valuable, despite what society is saying, despite what we have in our physical in our, material, what we've been able to acquire in our material gain, or what we've not been able to acquire, to understand that our value is not determined by that, because our value is simply in our design. It is simply in the design of who you are. And whether you have things external to that, whether you have things, whether you don't have things, it doesn't change the design. It doesn't change your value.
So let me ask you a question. I don't know if you saw
Absolutely.
the show yesterday with it was Mrs. Jack and Counselor Nikki, and they were the topic of the show was um, the Black man stigma.
Mm-hmm.
So while you're speaking, I'm thinking of, we were talking about Black men and their mental health, how they've had to deal with certain things in society and
Right.
live. And, you've got it, you live a certain way at home, and then you step outside and you're having to live.
Code switch.
Yes, absolutely. So there are, of course, not a lot, but it's not a lot, but I will say too many Black men, in my opinion, being aggressive towards Black women because
Mm-hmm.
of whatever. I don't know if it's because of self-hate. I don't know if it's because of something that happened traumatic in their lives. I don't know. I don't know the reason. I'm a Black woman. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know why anybody would love us. Look at us.
Mm-hmm.
However, when you run across someone like this and using your model, how could you speak with somebody who's struggling with their hatred or I won't even say hatred, their dislike and disdain for
Mm-hmm.
Black women. And
Mm-hmm.
it's, to me, they devalued Black women for whatever
Right.
reason there is. What would you say to someone who's struggling with that?
Well, again, I mean, it's again because it all emanates from one origin, and that is the story that society has told us about who we are. And for my entire lifetime, and I'm sure for the lifetimes of others who have come before me, and for those of us who are on this panel in this broadcast, we have had to live our lives in adversity to a narrative that has continually told us and indoctrinated us and tried to convince us that we're not enough. And so what I would say, essentially, to anyone who is struggling with the ability to see the value in others is that I would essentially give them the story of who they are, and that is a story that is completely different from the story that society tells us about who we are. I would tell them the story that nature tells us about who we are, is that you don't have to achieve your value. You don't have to accomplish it. It doesn't have to be approved. It's already been accomplished in your design. You already have everything that you seek. Because the problem is this, DJ Kitty, is that when I can't see my own value, when I can't experience my own value, then I lack the capacity to see the value in others. It's like your eyes. Your eyes are your equipment. They provide you with the ability not only to see yourself, but to also see me. And so being able to identify your own value enables you to feel better about how you experience you. And once you feel better about how you experience you, then that resonates and changes how you show up when you're in proximity to me. But when you are in pain, and loss is pain, the loss of the ability to experience your own value or to see it, to understand it, to know it, loss is pain. And so when you are in pain and you're in proximity to me, that's all you have to share with me. It's what you have.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why it's so important value identity is so important because it changes how we experience ourselves. It enables us to see ourselves through a different lens, through a better story. And in doing that, you feel better.
I agree with that 1,000%. So, DC, let me ask you, so we made a comment yesterday, a lot of men of color or black men say, oh, I don't need to go to therapy. I'll just go to the barbershop. That's my therapy. What, you know, help us to understand what is that like? Because yes, we are girlfriends. We talk. We are very emotional creatures. We talk, there's no problem with us talking about our feelings. But when you're at the barber shop and you're around a bunch of guys, I can see you guys talking about politics and sports, but I don't see a deep dive into I feel horrible and help me out, brother. Is that even happening? You guys tell us.
The crazy part, yeah, the crazy part, DJ Kitty. I mean, not only in our mental need or need for help, therapy, but we also do it in our physical. Black men are, we're very, very neglectful of our own bodies.
Mhm.
So I don't know where we got this thing where, I think a lot of times it comes from little boys being told not to cry, not to
Exactly.
express their emotion.
Exactly.
You feel like you got to be this invincible machine with no feelings. Um, yeah, I just, it's a stigma in our community. I mean, it's crazy, when you think about it, how many black men are being diagnosed late with prostate cancer, how many black men are being diagnosed late with colon cancer, high blood pressure. People we just have this phobia about, telling somebody what's really going on, both physically and mentally. And I think, in society, we've been channeled to think that we don't need to show any vulnerability. You know, that's my summation of what's going on.
And I hate that because I really feel like, women, we have the opportunity to express ourselves, but I really feel like when I look at both topics, value identity, and I look at the stigma of black men, I know that they need to intertwine. But I'm a female, and I feel like
Mhm.
there should, if anything, be a support group for men. And it may be better to do it like online, so men won't feel that sense of someone's challenging my manhood because
Right.
I'm having these feelings. But
Right.
I don't know if that it's even out there. But I really think that a group of black men should come together and have these discussions, open forum, so black men can actually discuss what they're scared to discuss in front of everyone else. You have these feelings. They don't go away just because, oh, I'm a man, I'm a black man, I don't have to. It doesn't go away.
No, it doesn't.
It manifests into something else, whether it's drinking, whether it's self-hatred. That's why, to me, a lot of men, black men who lash out at black women,
It's
it's because
pain.
you have that,
It's a
yeah,
lot of
have that
pain.
pain.
It's
It's
pain.
it's
But there's
frustration.
where can they go and discuss it? Yes, we say therapy, but I don't see,
Well,
by
if you
the
think
amount
about
of,
it,
go ahead.
if you think about it, DJ Kitty, and that's what I love about this model, and not because it's something that, I've created, but in reality, in a real crisis situation, who has time to make an appointment to see a therapist? And I'm not downing mental health professionals and the mental health help industry, but in a moment of crisis, it, can you afford to, sometimes it's not affordable, sometimes it's not available, sometimes it's not accessible in the moment. And so the reason I say that is because we need a tool. And this is where I think that value identity kind of feels that need, is we need a tool where we can speak to people in a matter of minutes, 2 to 3 minutes, to change the direction or the trajectory of where they're headed. Because I've been in those situations where I've spoken to people, and literally in a matter of 3 minutes, the responses that I get is that, you know what, I was on my way to do this, or I was on my way to do that. But because of this conversation, I've changed my mind. And so we need something that can fit, that can speak to people almost immediately, and to move them into a different space. Because, again, God bless the mental health profession and the mental health industry. But, sometimes you're in a crisis where you don't have time to make an appointment. You don't have time to wait. Sometimes you can't afford, if there's a cost connected to that, to pay for that help that you need. And so then what do you do? And so I think that it is imperative that we have a tool like this that can literally help people meet people where they are and help them where they are in that moment, in that moment of crisis, to pivot them into a different space and into a different direction, because that can be the difference between them doing something to harm themselves, them doing something to harm someone else, or doing something to harm several other people, which we've seen manifest in our society in mass shootings and all types of things that end up devastating entire communities, and in some cases, the entire country, and in other cases, the entire world. Because, bottom line, we're all connected.
Agree.
I agree
I
with that.
agree.
Absolutely.
I think too, I think it's a combination, I think it is definitely a combination, because like when we spoke about yesterday, and we're going to continue on with the conversation too from like yesterday. So you guys should tune in, or even
Sure.
maybe join on the panel and get the male perspective, because this is the month of male, what is it?
Mental health.
Mental health
Uh-huh.
awareness for
For men.
males, for men. So yeah, I mean, it can really work as a combo, but our conversation was really like, what is the block that
Mm-hmm.
keep men from seeking that, asking those questions, or even listening? Because you get some guys that be like, they may get up in the barbershop and, I mean, have real deep conversations, but they may not go into the trauma of their life. What
Right.
happened? What made you be so angry? Why are you the way you are? Like, what started it? Where
Mm-hmm.
the root
Yeah.
cause?
I mean,
And that,
I'll, and not to interrupt you, Miss Morningstar,
no,
but
go ahead. Go
of
ahead.
course, I've been in barbershops, and I've never heard anybody sit in a barbershop and go into the deep, dark trauma of
The
their
root.
life.
Right.
You know, so yeah, you may sit around and talk sports, you may sit around and talk politics, but nobody's gonna say, hey, you know what? I was molested as a child at three
Right.
years old by my
Right.
father. I've never heard that conversation in the
Right.
barbershop. So
Right.
And you
again,
never would, in my
and you
opinion. You
never
never
And I
would.
don't
would.
think you ever would either. So that's
Yeah,
why I
Exactly.
say
absolutely.
men need an outlet. They
And
need a
how
Right.
safe
Exactly.
do they
outlet.
have
They
it?
need
That's
a
right.
confidence,
Yeah.
some type of way, because a lot of men are bottled up from
Right.
Exactly.
things.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
And it's a lot to do, Miss Morningstar, with the toxic masculinity. Again, to Brother Darrell's point, men don't cry. Men have to be strong. Men have to keep up this certain persona. And so we are indoctrinated. We are taught to not share what it is that we're feeling. We are indoctrinated. We're taught not to be vulnerable.
mm,
And because if you're vulnerable, if you talk about your problems, if you talk about, what it is that you're feeling, then you're weak, and you're already dealing with a societal story that's already stacked against you. It's already telling you that you're not anything, okay? And that, in comparison and in competition to everyone else, that you're less, that you don't have all of this ability, that you don't have all of this value, but this is what you are. And you need to acquire all of this stuff to be respected, to be celebrated, to be appreciated. And and in order for you to acquire all this other stuff, you've got to do 10 times more than, your counterpart. And so it is a deep hole that we are forced into, that we have to dig ourselves out of. And there are no real societal models that exist, that are really, giving people another story about who they are, another option, another way, another lens through which to see themselves. And so, yeah, I mean, I think your idea is an incredible idea, DJ Kitty, and I'm definitely open to participating in, an online men's group where Black men can come together and just be
And
human.
vent and just be
Yeah,
you,
invent. Yeah,
so that,
absolutely,
and
and be
then maybe
vulnerable.
be able to get to the root cause of your disdain. Your Because I see it as disdain when I see these creators,
It's
young and
pain.
disrespecting Black women.
It's pain.
It's pain. It is. It's
Hmm.
pain. I can see the pain in them. I can also see the cruelty in them, because that
Right.
pain that they've experienced in their lives has turned into cruelty towards Black women. And
Right.
I try not to get angry. My initial thought is, who hurt you?
Right.
Somebody hurt you. In order for you came from a Black woman. You have Black aunties and grandmother, and you came from a Black woman. How can you disrespect her? And then it goes
Hmm.
back to, how were you raised? Were you raised in a household where you didn't show respect to your mother? Were
Or
you raised
maybe
in a house?
maybe it was vice versa. Maybe she didn't
We
Yeah, I
don't
mean,
know.
respect them.
sadly,
No.
the internet allows the platforming of people that never had a voice.
Right.
The unseen, as we would
Right.
say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like when we were all in school and you had the kids that sat in the back that wouldn't raise their hand, wouldn't go to the board. Where the internet allows you now to platform yourself and go unchallenged.
Yes.
Right.
And a lot of times, what you see is creators put out controversial content just to get the attention. They don't have a founding reason why they feel or why they say what they say. They just know that that's going to be a lightning rod
A
for a
trigger.
lot of controversy.
I would hate to think that
Hmm.
somebody is disparaging Black women for clicks, likes, and views.
Uh,
I would hate to think that your life is so mediocre that the only thing that you think that you can garner attention from is by hurting Black women. I would hate to think that. And if that is the case, go get you some help.
right,
Because
right,
it's beyond,
right, yeah.
if you're just doing this for clicks, likes, and views, baby, if you broke, just say that.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with being vulnerable. There's nothing wrong with that. It's human nature. You can't, we can't weather the storm, 365, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. You're gonna hit a wall. You're gonna hit a
Right.
wall, and you can put up a facade all you want to, but all you're doing is damaging yourself and anybody that you come in contact with, because
But
you're not equipped or ready to take on anything outside of that darkness that you're facing internally.
wow.
So there's definitely nothing wrong with seeking help, when you need it. There's nothing wrong with being vulnerable. But we live in such a hyper competitive world that weakness is viewed as, or vulnerability is viewed as a weakness, and that's sad.
Right. Absolutely. So it looks like we are at the end of the show. Time flies like that. I want to thank both of you, Reggie and DC, for showing up today and bringing the knowledge as usual. We shall see you guys next week. Any last words?
In order to, remove the symptom, we've got to remove the cause. If people are acting out of pain and causing pain to others, we've got to focus on removing what is causing them that pain. That's the only way that we're going to that's the only way we're going to change the behavior and change how they're impacting others. So again, we've got to put value in we've got to offer them value to replace what is causing them that pain.
Absolutely. DC.
Black men, don't be afraid to go to the doctor for both your physical or your mental. There's no shame in seeking help.
Absolutely. Thank you, DC. Thank you, Reggie. Miss Morningstar, you want to close us out, honey?
Let's take it home, you guys. Thank you for being here today. We appreciate everybody this morning. It was an amazing show, as always. Memphis, Mississippi, we so proud of y'all. Keep up the good work, y'all. Let's keep it up. Let's keep this momentum going. I see a lot of values being done because we're valuing ourselves and we're voting. So let's keep this momentum going. We got 2026 to get rid of these Decepticons, y'all. Y'all have a great day. And it's Friday tomorrow. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Hey y'all, it's DJ Kitty
and Miss Morningstar.
We are here from Our Plugs, the Community Connection, and we will be your new morning host on WKRA 92.7 The Change.
Yes, we will be broadcasting Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time.
We'll also be streaming on YouTube at Our Plugs LLC.
Be sure to tune in.